I've been trying to cut the cord on cable for a while now, and it's not for lack of trying. Between Netflix and Hulu and all those European websites where there's, a billion ads that you have to close in order to get to the play button on the video, there's plenty of places on the web where you can find shows that you would want to watch. But still, there's something to be said for live TV. And now, thanks to some new services coming out, it might finally be time to at least test the waters of getting the live TV satisfaction over the internet. Briefly, before we get into how to cut the cord, I think we need to talk really quick about why it's taken so long for this whole cable on the internet thing to even happen in the first place. You may think that channels and TV shows make their money solely on advertising, and well, we have those doohickeys on the internet, so why not just move on over? But what you may not realize is that that advertising money actually accounts for less than half of a TV channel's total income, according to a stateofthemedia.org article. So where does the other majority of the income come from? Well, I'll tell you. Subscriber fees. Each channel charges the cable company a per month per subscriber fee to carry the channel at all. ESPN, I believe, holds the record at about $6 per subscriber per month. Fox is at about $1, and CBS is at about 70 cents, so on and so forth. And with one report pegging the total US cable subscribers at about 50 million, you can see why the channels and the cable companies both kind of would rather everything just stay as it is. Let's not rock the boat, people. With the launch of Sling TV, a $20 a month service that allows you to watch live TV over the internet, and the recent report that Apple is probably going to be launching their own live TV service soon, well, the waves seem to be crashing across the bow, ever so slightly. Okay, enough chit-chat. Let's try cutting the cord. First off, though, I just want to say that this isn't going to work for everybody. One, I don't know what channels you watch. I don't know what you pay for cable. I don't know if you really like to watch MTV to try to figure out where the music went in the channel's name, etc. All I'm going to try to do is see how many of the most popular channels I can get for the least amount of money. First up, head to this link here for a neat tool that TabloTV.com has put up where you can put in your zip and see what channels are being broadcast nearby and how close they are broadcasting from. Make sure to take note of how many miles away they are, as we're going to need that for the next step. Now, the local channels. Thanks to a government mandate that stated that the local companies have to broadcast their signal in HD digitally over the air, we can actually buy an antenna from Amazon for a low fee and get all of those local channels for no monthly cost. So head to Amazon or wherever you buy TV equipment and look for an indoor HD antenna. Each will have a mile range on it, i.e. 35 miles, 50 miles, whatever. Make sure to pick one that will be able to get the signal from the broadcast tower nearby you that you saw in the Tablo tool. And make sure that the range is probably one above what you think you're going to need just to be safe. I actually have a link below this video to one that I used, so you can check that one out as well. When it arrives, simply change your TV input settings from cable to antenna and then run a channel scan. I bet you can't remember the last time you had to run a channel scan. Probably was around the same time that you had to be kind and rewind your movies before you brought them back to Blockbuster. Oh, the 90s. After that, you should be getting NBC, ABC, CBS, Fox, and PBS, to name a few of the most popular ones, and PBS. Next, The Verge has a cool tool that you should check out by clicking the link below. And what it does is it actually has all of these services listed out and a bunch of channels in a grid. And as you turn on and off the services, it will highlight and unhighlight the channels. So based on the channels that you need, you can figure out what services will carry those channels, put them all together, and it'll even show you a monthly bill at the bottom. The big one that you're probably going to get automatically because, well, it covers most of the most popular channels and it is the cheapest, is Sling TV. We also need a way to stream all of these services to our television in an easy way. And if you don't already have an Apple TV or a Fire Stick, by the way, Sling TV doesn't support Chromecast at the moment for some dumb reason, but maybe that'll come later, you're gonna need one of those devices. Thankfully though, Sling actually has a really cool promotion going on that if you pay for 3 months of Sling TV up front, so $20 times 3, 60 bucks, they'll actually send you a free Fire TV stick, which is worth about $40. So that's probably the route I would go if you don't already have one. To get Sling TV and or that free Fire Stick, head to sling.com/special offers, the link of which is below, to get your free stick and sign up for Sling in the process. Once you have that and your Fire Stick handy, just plug it into the HDMI slot on your TV and you can start streaming away. And that pretty much concludes our live TV thing, really. But it does cover one of the biggest draws to live TV, which is sports, by having NBC and ESPN included. Now, besides that though, there are a couple of other options that you might want to check out that aren't necessarily live, but they will help round out your channel lineup. The first one is Netflix. So you can head to netflix.com and pretend like you don't already have Netflix, because chances are you do, and sign up for their free month trial to get started with that. Then, using the companion app for your mobile device or the Fire Stick or whatever other streaming device you have, you can then beam it to the big screen. Next, there's Hulu. And I'm a little torn on this one actually, because the only real major network that I watch that's on Hulu is Comedy Central. And Comedy Central actually has all of their full episodes on their website, cc.com, pretty much right after they air on television. So I personally might not need Hulu, but if there is a part of you, a dark, evil part of you, that needs Bravo, for example, Hulu Plus will help you round out some of those other channels. As with the others, head to hulu.com and you can sign up for their free month trial and then beam it to your television using your Fire Stick or whatever other streaming device that you have, and you can begin to root on those housewives from whatever obscure place they are now. Now to recap, all of this costs, wait for it, $28 a month. Now that doesn't include Netflix, which would bring it up to about $37 a month, but still way cheaper. And if we're honest, the amount of people that have Netflix, you probably already had it before we got started. Now the only installation fees was $25 for me, which was for the HD antenna from Amazon. Comparing that to my $75 cable bill that I have now, and well, it's not too shabby. Also, I can take all of this stuff with me on my phone or computer, plus I have a ton of free movies as well. The only downside, really, is that I have to swap inputs to watch my local channels versus all of my other content. But it's a small price to pay for a nearly $50 a month saving over my current cable bill, plus all of those other added benefits I just mentioned. It's my guess that the networks and the cable companies are all watching how these new services do with bated breath. And we all know it's going to happen. The question is when and exactly how. Will all of the networks start their own apps and charge us directly, kind of like CBS and HBO have done? Will we be able to just choose all of the different channels we want and, pay 50 cents for each one until we create our own bundle? Or will it kind of work the same way that it's worked in the cable industry, where we'll have our bundles, but on the internet, just like kind of what Sling does? Who knows? All we do know is that change is coming. And just like the cable salespeople of yesteryear, it's knocking, and it's just gonna get louder and louder. There you go, guys. Hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did, please share it or thumbs up it. It's greatly appreciated. It really helps me out. And then also, I'd love to know what you guys think. Do you guys have cable? Do you think it's time actually to get rid of it, or do you think we need a little bit more time? We're not quite there yet. Either way, let me know in the comments below. And if you want more videos like this, please be sure to subscribe to the channel. And as always, thanks for watching.